Denisha speaking. I do apologize. I haven't made any videos in a very long time. I actually been going through a lot of different life changes and working my butt off. And honestly, I just really haven't been motivated to do the videos. Now these videos that I'm going to do the next couple weeks are way different from the original Pretty Vibes talk. It won't be like girl talk or gossip or mess or whatever. This is definitely like a documentary of my week by week journey that I'm going to tell you about. I just kind of want people my age, I'm 29, I'll be 30 July the 11th, to be aware of your body, your health, your well-being. You need to go to the doctor and all that. So I guess I'll just tell you exactly what's going on. This is going to be a couple week process. I will be posting every Sunday around 5:30. Watch if you want. Don't, it's okay. It's just something that was on my heart to do. So this is my week 1 video. May the 3rd, which was just Monday, I was diagnosed with stage 2 cervical cancer. I didn't realize when I wrote this down, I didn't think about it was going to be backwards, but I definitely will put it at the top for y'all. This is the name. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. I'll put it up there. You can look it up later. So it is stage 2. So I guess I can tell you, let's go back a couple months. So back in February, I tried the Yanni pearls. If you don't know what that is, it's these pearls you insert in your vagina, and it's supposed to make it like super tight, super moist. It's supposed to bring out all the bacteria out your, your body. It's supposed to be kind of like just like a little refresh thing. I did it right before Valentine's Day because I was going on a couple's trip to Pennsylvania, and I don't know, I guess why not do a little extra for Valentine's Day. So when I did the Yanni pearls, and I'm not blaming the Yanni pearls, it was just something that I thought of at the time. So when I first tried the Yanni pearls, well, then the instructions is you put one in there for 24 hours, and then you insert the other 2, and you're supposed to keep them in for like up to 72 hours. Well, I inserted all 3 of them, and I was working overnight at the time, and 12 hours overnight, and I was just feeling very, very uncomfortable. I probably kept them in like 5, maybe 6 hours. I didn't like the way it was feeling, and I just took them out, which some yucky stuff kind of did come out, but that was that. So my monthly didn't supposed to start until after Valentine's Day. So my monthly ended up starting the night. Actually, the day that we were on the flight, I bled through my pants on the flight. Pretty embarrassing, but I did. And from February 9th till like all the way through March, I was just bleeding. Like at first it was just like, so I was like, okay, maybe the Yanni pearls knocked my, period on early. But it didn't go off. And then like, so February, March, it was like on 2-3 weeks, go off for a couple days, on, go off. In April, I start passing huge blood clots. I will do a little, maybe a video, to just show y'all that it is very nasty, just to let y'all know. About this time, my family's fussing at me, friends fussing at me, girlfriends fussing at me. I'm not, go get checked. This is not normal. So in April, I did go see my family doctor. I explained to her yoni pearls, so that was like our focus at first. We was thinking, yoni pearls just didn't agree with my body, and that was going on. So she gave me antibiotics and referred me to the OB. So okay, OB had an appointment with the OB right before I went to Atlanta. I went to Atlanta April the 30th till May the 2nd, just a little weekend thing. I had went to the OB right before my trip, and he told me he couldn't check me because I was bleeding so heavy. He didn't want to, go in. So I had to make an appointment to do blood work on May the 3rd. I had to do blood work, and he wanted me to do an ultrasound. At this point, I was telling him I want a hysterectomy. Like, my son is 11 years old. And then I do have my two sisters. For everyone who watch my other videos or know me personally, I have custody of two my sisters. So technically I have 3 kids. So like, I'm 29. I don't want no more kids. Like, that's fine. That was the thing I was trying to do. I was trying to get a hysterectomy. So went to Atlanta, had a great time, felt great, got drunk every day down there, had a blast. May the 3rd was this Monday. Just went in. I had to work that night, so I just went to the hospital in my hometown, Picayune, and had on my scrubs and all that. Went in. I was checking in with the front desk, all that, sat down, and as I was sitting there, I felt like something just like, I just didn't feel right. I just felt like I was about to faint. I wasn't feeling too well, so I had already checked in. I was about to walk to the back to do my blood work. And as soon as I stood up, like, blood rushed, like, in the middle of the hospital, just flew down, like, just down my pants. My pants is soaking wet. Like, all of my socks, all of my shoes. I'm just standing there, like, freaking out. In my mind, I was just so embarrassed that I just wanted to, like, leave the hospital. Instead of going to see a doctor, I left the hospital and I went down the street. And I will show y'all a picture of my pants. And I went to my girlfriend's house. I cleaned my clothes. I was just sitting there screaming, crying. First thing I did was call my job and was like, look, I'm sorry, I can't come in. And called my best friend Monique, and FaceTime her actually, and she's like, girl, you need to go to the hospital now. Like, she's flipping out on me because, like, why did you leave the hospital? I don't even know why I left the hospital, but she was just like, why did you leave the hospital? You need to go back. So she had my other friend Nene, she came and picked me up. At this time, like, I'm still losing so much blood. I'm on the floor, like, trying to get up, about to faint. So the only thing I think about was like, just go get in the car. And I was bleeding so heavy, I had to wrap myself up in a towel and bring a sheet because, like, it was going through so much, like, it was gonna be blood everywhere. So I'm just trying to think, I'm a clean person, so I'm literally was trying to clean up my mess, get myself together. So I just go sit in my car, and by that time Monique had already reached out to my OB. He told me I need to go straight to the emergency room. So I go sit in my car, turn the air on full blast, because at this point I'm seeing spots. I'm about to faint. So my friend Nene, she came, she got me, she brought me to the hospital. And they wheeled me in. They knew my situation, so they really kind of rushed me to the back. So the questions that they asked about, do I think I could be pregnant? I have not had any, sex like that in months. Like, I think it was last September. So no, not pregnant, no miscarriage, no disease. Like, so I'm answering all these questions. I'm like, no, like, at this point I'm getting aggravated because they asked me questions that for me is not even necessary for me. So they brought me to did some little blood work, brought me to the back. I had to get an ultrasound. Back there, the man did tell me he did see something that was not normal. And they was gonna, discuss it with the nurses, doctors, whatever. So they bring me back to the room, ran a couple more tests on me. I was just sitting there, and I overheard one of the doctors. I would not say any of their names. I overheard one of the doctors. Well, was she a doctor or was she a nurse? She was a doctor. Or maybe a nurse. I think she was a nurse because the doctor was a man. I heard her out there saying, like, they see something strange, and just basically talking outside the door. When she came in the room, she really didn't say too much to me. So she was outside talking out the door. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I was not thinking cancer. I don't know. I did not think cancer. So I was just sitting there, just waiting. So eventually, she came in and checked me herself. So they actually had to open my vagina, stick all type of things in there. At this point, it's painful. I'm uncomfortable. But they did it. And so she left out, and then about like 25 minutes later, she came in. I knew it was something terrible. I seen it all in her face. She came in and she sat beside me. She pulled her little rolling chair up, and she was just like, I hate to tell you this, but you have cervical cancer. In Picayune Hospital, they're not specialized in all that, so she couldn't get in debt of what, stage 2, stage 3, what was going on. She can just tell me that they see that it's cancer. At that moment, my girlfriend was in there. It was just me and her, and I just was like, I don't know, like, the first thing you think when you think of cancer, you think about like dying. So like, I'm like, so am I gonna die? And she was just like, well, not today, So like at this point, I'm just like, okay, like I want to snap on her. I was trying to process it, like what's next. And so she was just telling me that for cancer, they send people to Jackson or New Orleans. Well, Jackson, Mississippi is 2 hours away from where I'm at. I'm not driving to Jackson for treatments. I'm not doing any of that. I was like, I did not have any insurance at the time. So they recommend me to University Medical Center, which is a non-based hospital in New Orleans. They are very great, very, very, very great. She reached out to them and told them my case, and they accepted me. So I left Picayune Hospital, went straight to UMC, and that first night, it was just, I don't know. When they came in, the nurses and doctors that came in and see me the first night, they were saying that it could be fibroids, or fibroids. And they wasn't sure, so they was like, let's not panic. She shouldn't even told you it was cancer because we don't know. You don't know anything until you get a biopsy. So at that point, I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe it's not cancer. Maybe it's just this. They told me there was a simple procedure where they just go in, take it out, boom, you're done. So I kind of had like a little bit high hopes of maybe it wasn't cancer. So this is still Monday night. Spent the night. They checked me, and then the next morning they brought me to an actual room. So blood work. At this point, my white blood cells are extremely high. Like, people kept making statements like, you look so good, you're so healthy, but you're very sick. Your white blood cells is too high. I didn't have enough blood. So the first 2 days, that Tuesday and Wednesday, I had to get blood, 2 bags of blood. And you have to sign a consent form for that. It's like 1 out of a million, maybe, of you can get HIV from getting blood from other people. So that kind of didn't sit well with me. But hey, I need the blood. God got me. Let's go. So did the blood. Wednesday morning at 7 a.m., they came and got me to do my biopsy. And so Did that. I was knocked out, drugged up, of course. They brought me back to my room. And so Thursday morning, they came in the room to give me my results. And that's when they explained to me that I did have stage 2 cervical cancer. That my cancer was a size of a baseball. If you don't know what a size of a baseball is, please look it up. They was very confused of why it was so big. But after a certain age, you only supposed to go get a pap every 3 years. So like this year would have been a year I was supposed to go get checked, and then that's when they would have caught it. So they, they was a little upset because they said cervical cancer is actually a slow cancer, and for mine to be so big, I hadn't had it for so long, but I rarely get sick. So like, I did not take my health serious. Like, if I was bleeding way back in February, I should definitely went and got checked in February, but I didn't. Only thing I could say is I kind of didn't want to go through it. I thought maybe it was just gonna be something that passed. So they did explain to me that it was curable. So at this moment, I'm just like, let's get to it. Where I start, let's go. Cause if it's curable, let's go ahead and get this over with. So they told me then it was a 6 weeks process. This is Thursday. It was a 6 weeks process of radiation and chemo. They wanted me to do both of them together. Radiation let's see how to explain it. Radiation weakens it for the chemo to work better. So I have to do radiation Monday through Friday and the chemo on Wednesdays. I don't know, like I don't know, when stuff like that happens, my mind went with my kids, because it's like, what to do? How do I explain to my kids I got something that can, they saying it's curable, but I can die from it. Like, I'm only 29. My kids are so young. We all been through so much, like, in life, period. Like, for me, I've been in a failed marriage. I was married, actually divorced now. Been divorced for, over 3 years. I went through a failed marriage, and then after my marriage, I went through fighting with my mom for custody of my sisters. That was like over a year process. And then now it's cancer. So it's kind of like, why? I try not to question God. I am very religious. I'm sorry if you're not. This is just me. This is me telling my story. But I just couldn't understand, like, why this. Just now, like, I had a good job, making great money, traveling, so it's just kind of like, I don't know. I just didn't understand why me. So, I was able to leave Thursday evening. I had to come back. I have an appointment for Monday. To see actually my doctor and discuss like the next steps. So, I don't know, like, this first video is just kind of like informative, like just letting you know you definitely need to take your health serious. Really, your body. When something's not right. So like, if it's not right, just go get checked. Like, it's not gonna hurt anything, even if it's just in your mind. Just go get checked, because it can be life-changing. And like, the only thing I can say right now is thank God that it's stage 2 and it's caught, because it could have been late. Situations, it happens all the time. So yeah, that's just it for this one. Like, I'm sorry I kind of look a little mess. It's been a long week. I'll try to do better the next video, but if I'm not feeling well, I'm probably not. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give y'all a weekly progress, I guess, how I say it. I don't know. But I will do these videos weekly, let you know some things. Well, since I've been in the hospital this whole week, my auntie Tina and my best friend Monique bought me all type of vitamins. These are things that you definitely need because they haven't gave me any medicine yet. And this is vitamin C, zinc, and elderberry. This was recommended by a good friend of mine, Black Seed. It's I got this off Amazon. I'm pretty sure all these came off Amazon. It helps with your immune system, which I know I'm gonna need. Sea moss, real good. My friend wanted to bring me to the smoothie store in New Orleans to get some, to actually taste it, to make smoothies. And this is for immune system, skin health, joint support, detoxing and cleanse. I have, I'm taking iron pills because to keep my blood up since my blood level was so low. And I'm about to have to go through all this. I'm definitely going to take my iron pills and definitely stool softener because if you know iron pills, it will have you constipated. And since I will be going through chemo, my auntie bought me hair, skin, and nails vitamins. They said the chemo that I will be having will not be too harsh on me, but I will know more Monday when I go see the actual doctor. And let's start this journey. I'm just ready to get this over with. They said 6 weeks. I should be finished before my 30th birthday. As of right now, me and my friends had already booked the trip for Miami. I don't plan on canceling it. Definitely if I'm going to be cured and ready, because I know at that moment I will definitely need this trip. And that's it. Like, let's just get started, guys. And thank you for all, the love and support that I'm already getting. These videos will definitely come out. I'm probably going to post these videos after, I don't know, maybe in the middle. I don't know. I don't know. But I do want to post these videos every week because I do want to, I can help somebody my age, somebody older, younger. But just pray for me that things will get better. Pray that I get through this. And I'll see you next week.